Hello, comrades, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. This is episode 3, and I have no particular goals, unlike last time. I actually took some time between last episode and this episode to just sort of enjoy the game, I guess. I don't know if we're being tailgated by this guy, or if that's our vehicle. I don't... Moving the camera around is sometimes a little bit strange, and I don't know what's making that sound. Anyway, no, okay, it was our vehicle. It's really nice to just sort of look around the map. I definitely agree with what they were saying in that that dev video. Oh, is this full? Oh no, it's 31. But if you'll notice down in the corner, in all this time that I spent in between videos, we got some money. Not a lot of money, but enough to repay some of the loan. So that's nice. We also have 49 bricks built up for Rockford. I assume... No, that's Lex. This is Rockford. This is Lex. The Rockford bricks trucks, I'm not sure if they are making money after all, because this guy's coming back here, he's got nothing. So... Oh, okay, you know what? They don't make money every year, because they take so long to get there, or every quarter. But when they do, they make a whole bunch of money. So if I look at the balance of the whole line is positive. So that's something, I guess. In fact, I should probably get some more of those, because that's not enough. We're producing 106, we're consuming 161. This has broken the 200 mark, so that's good. This town is getting much larger. We still don't have, like, a huge number of passengers going anywhere. This town is also growing. It's up 70% to 108, so that's nice. And then this covers all the industries. It covers almost the entire town. So I'm not entirely sure what to do next. I think if we're going to do anything, we're going to need to borrow more money. I probably should have waited longer in between episodes to accumulate enough to pay off our loan. But I don't know. Maybe we can be clever about this. Maybe we can find a way to make money. The other thing we could do, because what does Plano need? Plano needs 70 bricks, and Irving needs 60 bricks. That's interesting. I figured Plano would have been the smaller of the two. I wonder how much it would be to get a brick train through here, through this mountain. I'm sure it's like a cool $1 million to get through this mountain. It's closer to $2 million. That is flat though, so that's something. I like how you can see the cross section of the mountain in here. So, you know, if I had a cool $2 million, then maybe we'd be able to do that. I know I talked about building a shoe fly around town here, so that I can connect this and this, run a freight train. I'm honestly not sure if it's worth it to do still, because, again, it's only accepting 37 bricks per unit time, whatever that is, year, month. So, you know, I think I'll just wait on that, but we probably need more trucks. If I had to hazard a guess, it feels like we need more trucks. Something else that crossed my mind earlier, right? When I was talking about the four forests and this sawmill here last time, you could then bring lumber to here, and then machines would have to go somewhere. The closest place that I can see that accepts machines is Los Angeles down there, or Tulsa over here now. The thing about Los Angeles is it happens to be right on the water. And if I were to add a cargo harbor, or it's close to being right on the water, it's not quite, Let's turn on Kopo. If I were to put in a cargo harbor here and then truck stuff up the hill, I wonder if that would make money. Maybe, maybe not. The margins are so thin in this game, and you know, I think that's true of many games in this genre, that the margins are quite thin, but you don't notice the same way you notice in Transport Fever 2. Because they show it to you differently. It's all about telling a story through telling a story through the charts and data. You know, the way you present that data. Also, look at all these little bitty houses that are here alongside the station. That's where all the new population is coming from. Is this back road that we instigated the construction of. But yeah, target population is 115. We're at 114. It's not going anywhere unless we do something. And this is plus 20%. This is plus 10%. If we manage to get goods into here, you know, it would go up a little bit more. Also, how many passengers are waiting? 33. Okay. And then this train is almost back down the hill. And this is a goods factory, but we don't really have a way to get goods for that goods factory. Because any goods would be a long way off. And we need to make this as robust as possible. And that's part of the reason why I should set the date speed back to normal. Oh shoot, we're actually running the Lexington bricks dry. Which is interesting. Rockford bricks. Let's get more of these. Because why not, I guess. They take so long to get there. Hopefully that'll help. The other thing I could do is I could attach this down here and get all of the trucks off of the main road, but it seems like the traffic is... Well, the traffic is about to come back because we just made all those. But, you know, sort of like OpenTTD, we can start off with things that are primarily road-based and eventually move to trains once it's once it's clear that the trucks aren't doing it for us. Now, something I really don't want to do is lose this, because I don't know if towns can shrink, but I guess we're gonna find out if we really fumble the bag on this. Quality of those things is very good. Yeah, I think we just need to go somewhere else and start looking at other alternatives. Plano to Irving, or just Plano in general, getting some intercity or intra-city stuff going on in Plano might be the play. I noticed that they're also going to Irving, and some people are going to Rockford already. So, and all of these places take bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towns take bricks in the immediate vicinity of the brick plant that we're using. So if we, like, juice the heck out of the brick plant, you know, we need to get some engineering supplies over here to the quarry. No, what we really need to do is we need to connect the brick plant to more things more efficiently. Now, that means getting out of this valley, and that means a $2 million tunnel underneath Plano Ridge, or whatever you want to call it. And if we look at our topography, that's not, yeah. If we look at our topography, it's not crazy, but we would need to climb over this little ridge here, I really wish I could hide the trees. I don't know if I can. Oop, nope, wrong button. That's icons. That's emissions. Oh, look, we get emissions. Wow. Yeah. We would need to climb over that little ridge, but that's relatively small potatoes compared to what it could be, and also let's repay our loan. The other thing is we could start making bread. Irving takes bread. So does McAllen, which is a strange name for a town. And we have a farm there that makes wheat, but consumers, there are two of them. One is there, which that doesn't help us at all. And one is here, which is much closer to this farm, and does not happen to be next to, oh wow, okay, 1, 2, 3 farms. Does not happen to be next to any town that takes bread, that wants food. I guess the people in these other places just don't eat. Irving, though, Irving would be the closest one to there. Oh, there's this town right along the river there. We could do a steamboat line. We could make a Cleveland steamer. Is this bridge tall enough? It looks like it's tall enough. How much would it be to make a steamboat line? I don't know if they would go fast enough. I think the population would not necessarily be happy with us if we tried that. But I'd be willing to try it if we were not running such a thin margin, and our earnings weren't apparently down the tubes for no reason at all. Bank balance and value. Interesting. This is... I don't... Okay. I don't know what it means by value. It's negative? Oh, like we have a lot of loan. No, but that doesn't make sense. I don't get it. Tracks, towns, headquarter. Oh. What is... Let's put our headquarter in Lexington. I don't know what headquarters does. But we could put it right over here in the industrial district. Nope, lag. Good old OpenTTD, we've got a headquarters. It doesn't connect to anything, so it's clear to me that it does not do anything. So in that case, maybe we do it over here, because if it doesn't do anything, like it doesn't generate passengers or anything. Oh, okay. That's an achievement, turns out. Wow, what a beautiful headquarters. What is this supposed to be? We've got a bathtub and a wheel out front. Admiral Ellis Transport. Alright. That's funny. That's very funny. Can I... Oh, it just takes me to my charts if I click on that. There's no, like, I can't customize it. I can't add additional storage to my headquarters. Are you guys all Rockford? Yes, you are. We're still producing more than we're shipping, which is fine, which is good. Because if it were the other way around, that would be problematic. I just need to get Rockford to, like, I need to make it even happier. How do I make it happier? I probably connect it with something. I wonder if I can connect it with a bus to Irving. I wonder if that'll work. But also, then we're going to strain the train line, which is not ideal. Irving's a big town. Oh, good thing I have my headphones on, or that would have driven Lafayette off the edge immediately. He would have been very upset. I don't know. I want to build my $2 million tunnel. That's kind of it. I want to build my $2 million tunnel. How much loan can we take out? This is a bad idea. How many bricks do you want? You want 71. Yep, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good number of bricks that you want. What are property values like here? Pretty high commercial and retail property values. Honestly, it's a pretty nice place. It costs 150 grand to demolish. That's a lot of money. That's half of our cash on hand. I don't know if I can justify building that. I feel like if I do that, my whole thing's going to go down the tubes, right? If I build that tunnel, if I take out the loan to build that tunnel. But let's see. The loan interest is $75,000 a quarter. That is taking up like, or you know, it's a little bit less now, but it's taking up like a quarter of our profit, which not ideal. But brick train. And also, we could run a passenger train. Hold on. Let's start. Let's start building. Let's I don't want to demolish this commercial building, but I feel like I have to. The other thing, maybe I could get no. That's also expensive. I don't want to spend the $150,000 to demolish a building. Passengers will get on things to go where they want to go. But hold on, let's turn that viewer back on. We're 17 minutes into the video and I've done F all. I apologize, this is boring. Okay. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I think I have to put it here. I do think I have to put it there. Because that's the only place that'll give me enough coverage to hit the entire industrial district. So I'm about to spend like an entire quarter's worth of profit. And you better not put a building back there while I'm trying to build a train station. Like, give me a minute. Okay, terminal station. Can I get a freight platform, though, as well? Okay. Charts, configure, platforms, freight platform. Tracks. Can't put it there, but I can put it here, or I can put it here. But I still need a freight platform to put it next to. So, oh, the freight platforms are wider. Shoot. Maybe we'll focus on the passenger terminal first. I don't know. I'm gonna need to get creative with the way that I set up my freight terminal here. Let's turn the date speed down a little bit. Because I really just squeezed this bastard in. I also was not paying attention to the size of this platform. I really wish I could make... I wish I could make ghost tracks. Like planning tracks. Again, OpenTTD. One of the things that I think this game has always kind of been missing is the ability to pre-plan your route. That's expensive. I mean, do we want that? Yeah, probably. The ability to pre-plan your whole route is something that I think this game has been missing, and something that no game does, except for OpenTTD with the planning tracks, and that's not something that's natively in the game. So, are we really going downhill? I feel like going downhill is a bad play here. You wrote a bad song, PT. Oh. We can do that for half of the price that I thought we could have done. Yeah, as long as we climb high enough. I wonder if we could make that work. If we can get up to this level, right? We're going to be building Rollins Pass out here is what we're doing. This might be a mistake. This might be a huge mistake. Because we have to climb all the way up to here. And, I mean, for the passenger train, that's not a big deal. For the freight train, well, you know what? I guess it'll just do a little chicane. You know what? Yeah, we can do this. We can do this. Let's take out a loan. This is a terrible, terrible idea. Oh, damn it. Where'd my tunnel go? At least we're making money. We are making money. If we have to, you know, sort of... If we have to throw in the towel and shut down some lines to save ourselves, at least we have a portion of the system that is profitable. Now, something about this game that's always not perplexed me, but that I've always noticed is, like, can be troublesome, is the fact that everything decays. You have to be constantly building and rebuilding in order to make it, in order to continue to make money. Let's actually start this closer to the thing, so I have an opportunity to turn once I get out. And that is, you know, it is a definite challenge, you know, and I appreciate that gameplay challenge. But boy, it's a pain in the neck. Okay. Does this tunnel care, like, how deep the tunnel is? Like, if I go over here, no, that's just... I'm trying to save money. Like, I can save $10,000 by scooting it over this way. And I'm not even making it shorter. I think I'm just making it less... Yeah, less deep in the mountain. It does care. Shallow tunnels are less expensive. Who would have thunk? That's why it shows us that cross-section, huh? Okay, what if I don't want this as a tunnel? Tunnel's more expensive to maintain. See, this I don't know about. I really... My instinct is saying this is a... Oh, never mind. There it goes. My instinct was saying this is a tiny little tunnel. You should daylight it. But that is I like that sound. Does anyone else like the way that the crunchy landscape sounds? If I switch it back to a tunnel, it saves me 40 grand, which is a decent chunk of change right now. So, you know what? Let's make a doofy little tunnel then. Oh, never mind. I just scooted it back and now it's gone again. And we need to go downhill. Not super steep, but steep enough. As long as we can make it down to here by there. So this is why I want to be able to plan the whole route at once. You know what? Can I demolish this? Will this cost me anything? Okay. Let's build up instead of down, maybe? Actually, I have a question, which is, if I were to just connect these two, right, what does it end up looking like? It's 121,000, and it's however steep that is. I mean, it doesn't tell me how steep it is when I disconnect them. Oh shoot, we got a locomotive. I can get insurance now through the general. Okay, can I connect this to here? That's what I want to do. And then I will build our shoe fly around town. Actually, I'm not even sure if that's worthwhile, because if we're doing passengers first, then we're doing passengers first. Oh dear. Okay, hold on. Can I delete this? This will not delete the tunnel, right? If this deletes the tunnel, I'm going to pitch a fit. Huh? Okay. Alright, we're all good. Everything's fine. Everything is perfectly fine. Oh, we went over a little hill there. That's why it started climbing again. I don't really want to climb again. And this is in KPH, so this is pretty slow track. Oh, shoot. I effed up. Well, you know what? It saves me some money. We're just going to do it. We can now run a passenger train. We're going to have to spend an inordinate amount of money on doing it, but now we can do it. What is the coverage of... Can I actually see, please? What is the coverage? Most of the town. Okay. Why did I delete that? Why did I delete that depot? Now I have to put it back. It was just the perfect... It just made me go like, oh yeah, look at that. We can just, we can get rid of it. It's right there. I was spending money on it. It's going to be in the way. No, idiot. You need that. Okay. Is there like a really flat spot where I can put this to save some money? See, when the ground turns brown, that's not good. Can I put it on this side? Do I want a depot over there? That 51 kph turn is not gonna... It's not good. I'm gonna have to get rid of that at some point soon. That's like... what's the word? Like... suspect number one, or enemy number one, for repairs. It's A number one to Portland on the 19th. So glad I finally saw that movie, so that everyone at the WWF can stop going like, oh, you haven't seen Emperor of the North every time it gets brought up. Okay. Okay. Perfect. It's beautiful. The real question is this guy making money? Yeah. Yeah, he is. Okay. Yeah, it's making money. And then it's pretty much filling up the train now, which is nice. What's our target? Number of residents is stable. Well, the target population is 143, so I wouldn't bet on that. Okay. Plano. Lexington to Rockford. We need to make a new line, and then we need a new train. So, line, Still getting used to this game. Line from there to there. We're also going to need some buses, right? Why isn't it showing up? Am I missing tracks somewhere? It's not showing an error, but... Oh. Why? What's going on here? Rename the line. Lexington to... sorry, Lexington, Plano. No, it's a train line. What? Where'd it go? Oh. Oh, train line, not tram line. This is tram line. Oh, we are going to need some train signals, aren't we? Yeah, there we go. We could also maybe use a second platform at some point, but not worried about that yet. Okay, buy. How much is the general? It is significantly more powerful. And also, we seem to be actually making money now, so that's pretty nice. I am going to borrow another chunk of change. I'm probably going to need more than that, even. Yeah. Okay. Borrow another chunk of change. What is our maximum loan? I guess we'll find out at some point. I still don't have enough money. I need another 9 grand. An early wooden passenger car that offers little comfort. Just dunk on it, why don't you? But there's 43 people. That's more than we can move on this train. We're gonna have to upgrade this to a general so that I can get over the, so that I can run the line a little quicker. And maybe add another passenger car to it while we're at it. Okay, now I should have enough to buy this. Anybody hungry? I'm hungry. Assign this to the Lexington Plano line. Oh, I also need a signal here, don't I? Oh wait, no I don't. This thing has an inbuilt signal. It won't move until this guy's passed. So I'm not gonna throw down another signal. I'm not gonna pay maintenance on another signal for the sake of getting this thing to scoot 3 feet out of the depot. There goes our money. Oop. It's middle mouse. This thing is terribly quartered. If that sound is to be believed, this thing is abysmally quartered. Alright, we are going to have to wait until we make enough money, and I'm going to drop the game speed back down to a quarter. We're going to have to wait until we make enough money to put in a bus network at the other place, and then we're going to have to figure out... Pick up anything? No. Of course not. So it's a test run, whatever. It sounds so bad. Yeah, let's see how this thing does on this hill, which it doesn't seem to be bothered really at all. It's dropped a few kph, and then right here is going to be the summit, and then it's going to do this little chicane through here. Whoop. I was not sure what was going to happen when we hit the tunnel. Woo! Okay. Feels like it's going so fast. The world is going so fast. Isn't that a statement on philosophy and life and stuff? Holy crap, there's already 25 people waiting. 27. 25 was a blind guess. An educated guess. But the point is, we got people. We got people that are getting on the train. If nothing else, I need to see how this does. Oh, 31 people. Oh wow. Yeah, we're getting it. We're getting it here. All right, go back. Let's see how much money we make from this run. We're gonna need to increase frequency out here. A problem that I have with a lot of Tycoon games, and OpenTTD is no exception, and neither is Transport Fever, is that they really overdo the number of people that you're gonna have, or number of anything really. Oh, it's autosave. They want you to run as many completely full trains as possible for your infrastructure, and really, that's not how the world works. You're usually trying to... Oh, shoot. What great timing. You're usually trying to get, like, you're trying to balance your infrastructure with how many trains you're running, because infrastructure and trains are expensive to run. And maybe it's just the way I play these games, but I feel like I never run into an issue where I'm running too many trains, except for occasionally in OpenTTD with all of the settings that I have methodically put together to make it that a thing. Especially in the early game like this, like an early game, I shouldn't need to worry about, like, oh, I'm going to have to add another train immediately. Like, it should be a world of mixed trains, you know? Carrying something like this. This is that was not a lot of money. That was not a lot of money. Uh-oh. Please don't tell me this thing is a bust. You know what? I'm sure it'll figure it out. It's part of it's because we waited that signal for so long, I bet. I don't know. It's just my philosophy with these games. It conflicts with the philosophy with these games. Oh my god, 65 passengers already. Okay. We're definitely going to need another passenger car or passenger train or something. Something that I straight up do not have the money for right now. And if we add another train, it means we have to add a siding somewhere along this, which has got to not be in the tunnel. That's for damn sure. But the tunnel is smack dab in the middle of the route, so it means that we've got to put the siding over here. And then we can run 2 trains, and we can also run... we can also start to figure out running our freight. I don't know how the freight is doing. Uh-oh. The condition of multiple vehicles is very bad. What are they? Is it the original... Oh. What's this button? Replace selected vehicles? With a new... Oh, shoot, it's 100 grand. And it's rapidly going up. Jesus, what is going on out here? What changes? Why do I care that they're running that these vehicles are very bad? Like that's my question. Does anything happen? I mean, maybe the emissions goes up? I mean, let's compare this to... Oh, shoot. Oh, double shoot. Very bad. You are very bad. Road vehicle number 1. Alright. And then let's look at our newest Rockford bricks. Oh, these are bad. Oh, these are good. This one, maintenance normal. Maintenance set to keep vehicle at very bad condition. So the emissions are slightly worse. The running cost is the same. The value is garbage. But, like, what does it matter? is it's not changing anything. So it's a, you know, oh, vehicles in poor condition cause additional emissions. Vehicles can be maintained to reduce emissions. Oh, I don't care right now. We can deal with that later. Which I don't know if yeah, emissions is mediocre. It's holding the town down a little bit, but not too bad. And if I do route all of my trucks around like I was talking about doing, it's not really a problem. Let's look at emissions. Yeah. What happens if I do what I was talking about doing? Yeah, it looks like we're just vigorously irradiating all of these houses. Um, with our horse stank. Okay. So the thing I'm going to have to do over here, and let's repay our loan, is build some passing sidings. I'll build a bunch of passing sidings. Um, I wonder if I could replace this with a 4-car train, and maybe also this with a 4-car train. It's making money, though. What is that? Nothing to see here. It's a deer. I'm a deer. This is a little disorienting. Oh. I like how the camera is out front of the thing, so when we turn around, it puts us, like... Ooh. And, because I can see... like it's like I'm riding the deer. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay. Alright. Need to figure out what to do. Once again, this is a game of figuring out what to do. We need to increase the frequency on these lines. If these trains truly are making money, which would be nice. We also need to get bricks over here. And this went up to 250, I guess. It just went like that. And, you know, that's going to be our future problems, I guess. Plano terminals. Yeah, I mean I would expect like the bus stop to be busy from people getting off the train, or at least that's probably what's going to happen, right? There should be, yeah, there's a whole swarm of people getting off the train right now. Yeah, you're making good money. So we can definitely afford to replace this guy. And once again, this must be the rhythm that they're in. Maybe I should add a second platform here, or a second track. See, now I'm not ending the video, which is what I should kind of be doing. Okay. If I go back to here, then I can do that. And maybe I'll set this to terminal 1 or 2 or whatever. Swap the terminals. And then what else do I need to do? What was I just saying? Replacing this guy. But how much would it be? So if I go to... Can I see the thing for the line, actually? Yeah. Manage vehicles. Sell selected. Edit selected. Replace selected. Edit selected. If I add the general, and I add another car... Yeah, so previously it was 70 kilowatts and 25 kilonewtons. So this has more tractive effort. It is almost double of both. Almost double of both. So I could probably go up to 5 cars and get more or less the same. Oh, the capacity is 14. 14, not 13. Math fail. And it would cost me 800 grand to replace it. How many people are waiting? Oh, the Rochester goods factory closes soon. That's a shame. 73. You know what? Let's go for broke. Let's add an extra passenger car. It's 95 meters. It should still fit in this station, which is, I think, 120 meters. And it's going to cost me $1 million and change to replace. So let's borrow that much. Manage line. Oh no, manage vehicles. Modify. And this is, see, this is why I think that using, like, I don't know. I have mixed feelings on depots in games like this. I don't think having no depots is the way to go. I don't think that locomotion was necessarily an improvement, but I think that, once again, I feel like OpenTTD gets it right more than anything, which is that the trains regularly have to use the depots. The time scale can be long enough that the trains regularly have to use the depots. This, not so much. The time scale is not long enough. It takes a train quite a while to get from one end of the route to the other, and like that is cool. That is good. I don't know. It's a really tough balance. Go ahead and leave your thoughts on depots in Transportation Tycoon games down in the comments, and I will see you all next time. This is the Admiral, signing off. If I can find the button that ends the recording. Goodbye for real.